Alright, hello and welcome back to Mordheim, where today we will be looking at another Battle of Behemoths warband. This one is Crowley's. He's bringing us the Wolves of Waldenstein Mercenaries warband. Mercenaries, of course, can take wolf priests. They're allowed wolf priests. Only the mercenaries can take them. Why them? Well, if you look at their skills, actually you might not be able to. Well, there it is. It shows a wolf mercenary cross, so they're kind of intended for them. If you look at the smugglers, it's actually got a comet for her. So, anyway, here is his warband. Again, the wolves. That's probably where the name comes from. That's what made me Wolves of Waldenstein. And Crowley is a veteran. He's welcome to have him back on the tournament scene. And he's been playing this mod extensively and has commented on it and really enjoyed and give him feedback. I think he's been having a really good time with it. And I was talking about how much in other warbands, some of these hybrid units like Wolf Priest can be in the mod, and as you can see, he has 3 of them. So he's guaranteed to have a Wolf Priest, like 2 Wolf Priests. He's guaranteed, because I mean, this is a leader and this is a leader. So he'll have different leaders, but definitely will have Wolf Priest. Very cool. One of my favorite units for sure. So we'll be looking at Reinhardt Furbucket, Frubeck, the champion leader. So let's see how he's built him. Again, he's been playing this mod a lot, so we'll have some good ideas, I imagine. We've got Ignore Pain Mastery, Exploit Positioning, so it reduces the melee resistance. It's kind of like Insult, but you can't be engaged. And I might have a bit more range on it, maybe. So that's Exploit Positioning. I think it takes different skills, too. Where the one is leadership, this one might be intelligence based, so it unlocks that ability for some who might not be able to get high enough leadership. Daredevil basic, so it looks like you'll use it if you can find an opportunity. Intensity, the free skill, and retreat, again, the free skill. This works a lot better with mercenaries. I've seen retreat on other warbands, but he can tell all the wolf priests to back off. Then you've got adaptable defense, which has been changed. It used to be when you landed a hit. Now if you miss, you increase melee resistance. But I don't think he's building them for that. Born leader, of course. Armor proficient mastery. Hit and run. After dealing melee damage, reduces cost of disengage. I believe this is the mercenary skill. So interesting. So you're able to get in there. I imagine the thinking is you get in there, you hit the for 3 turns. So you hit the opponent impressive and then get away, and then send the next guy in, hit the opponent's impressive and get away, if you imagine. And then stun resistance. All these headshots and overpowers are not going to work against this champion. So that is Reinhardt Fubrecht. Interesting, no order and whatnot. A lot of people have been going with that. Let's do it differently and just this time look at the other leader. This is cool. It's cool to see a ranged captain. Very cool. Who cares about his parry skill, right? We got Mastery Adrenaline Rush, Mastery Exhaustion, so you can fire 4 times. Intensity, Retreat, and then the Swift Jump. These are all the free skills you've been seeing over and over. Swift Reaction, not going to matter with this guy, unless maybe he switches over to parry with his if he gets engaged. Quick Reload. Hunter, this is really good at giving you, this is really buffed, gives you back strategy points. It's going to help with the reloads with the gunpowder weapons. Knowledge of Mordheim and Eagle Eye. So he's a ranged captain, shooting people with his guns. Very cool. Before I forget then, let's look at this guy. It's over here. Rogislaw Krieger. He is the first Wolf Priest. He looks like a dodge one, sidestep. You don't often see that with Wolf Priests. So the mod opening up some new skills here. Exhaustion, Mastery, Jaw Strike, punch him in the face. We've talked a bit about this before, but it prevents the vocal skills and curse chance increased. Intensity, Swift Jump for doing the jumping and climbing. Or the Wolf, unchanged. Veteran Mastery, so we've seen a lot of that. Opening up some of the stat unlocks and more stats. Unstoppable, does not want to be stunned. Knowledge of tactics increases his dodge. He's probably looking for the dodge there. And then hit and run again. Interesting. So like we were talking about, maybe get in on a target and hit it over and over with units. Alright, so we'll look at Reichwald Mall. I'm still getting over this, probably coronavirus. Who the hell knows what I have at this point? I forgot to look at his magic. Ulrich's Gift increases the hit chance and melee damage. Howl of the Wolf, reduce cost of charge. Gives you increased hit and critical chance on that charge. It's wonderful to be seeing that stacked. Frostbite, reduce 1 strategy point for 3 turns and does damage. Snow King's Decree, I wonder if we'll see that stacking as well. Causes the unit to harm itself, so you can get 15 to 25 if you stack them. And it will stay for 2 to 3 turns. Now remember, this has a resistance check every time, so if a unit has high resistance to magic, this won't do anything. Let alone, let's say you get it on there, but if it's like 80% magic resistance and you happen to get it, well, they'll have to do a resistance check every time, so it probably will not proc. And then Wild Pack, immune to fear, cause fear. Interesting. That is dangerous with a lot of the Serenities we're seeing, so it's going to be important for Crowley to know who has Serenity and who doesn't. Here's the other one, Reichwald Mall. It's going to be hard playing him knowing which the hell is which. Good luck, everybody facing Crowley. Ignore Pain Mastery, so this is not the dodge one. Insult Basic, Exploit Positioning, so you can stack that now for the 25%. Daredevil, in case he wants it. It's only for 2 turns and does 50%. So it's definitely changed from vanilla, where the mastery is 3 turns. So Intensity, again the free skill. Heart of the Wolf, he starts with. Armor Proficient, again he's not the dodge one. Unstoppable, he's not going to be stunned. Hit and run again, and Knowledge of Mordheim. Here we're stacking basic and mastery. If you saw the other guy had mastery. Again, we're stacking basic and mastery. It actually makes your charge like 1 red pill. And then you're going to have 15% hit chance and then more crit chance. Frostbite Mastery, Snow King Basic, and Wild Pack Basic. So I wonder if the other guy might have the mastery ones. Conrad Waldenstein, again not a dodge one. Ignore Pain, Basic Insult, Exploit Positioning, Daredevil Intensity. I think that's kind of what the first guy had. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this guy might be if he knows he's facing a Daredevil opponent. Armor Proficient, Unstoppable, Hit and Run, and Knowledge of Mordheim. So I believe Conrad and Reichwald are exactly the same. So I don't mean to harp on this, but it can be confusing. Please keep the names the same as well, so people will know. You know, that could be kind of an exploit. I mean, you could check the stats, but this is the dodge one, and these two are the heavy armored ones. And then the basic or mastery Ulrichs, the Howl the Wolf basic. I think these are stacking with the other heavy armor one, Frostbite, and then there's the mastery Snow King. So he's probably got one that lines up more with these, so when he takes them out, they line up with the mastery and basic. So the Wolf Priest team, and then of course we've got Gorul Gristle Chewer, the ogre. Very cool to see ogres go into buildings and become quite viable units. Overpower Mastery. You can see with the Ulrich's Gift, it's going to give him a really good hit chance. He's got all the exploit positionings and now a Mastery Insult. So he's going to have a really good hit chance. Mastery Adrenaline Rush for 6 attacks. I have never seen a dodge ogre in my life. It's now happened. 125% sidestep dodging ogre. What a nimble beast. Sorry. It's that coronavirus. Daredevil Basic. Fear, of course, he has inherently. Mastery Hardy. Get his HP pull up. Force of Will. None of his team will be stunned here. Knowledge Tactics for that dodge that he wanted. Plus it has parry. For a basic parry, I guess. I don't know why you'd ever want that. And then Bull Charge increases the range. So if you've noticed, he's been taking the charge skills with these guys. So from what I can tell, it looks like he's going to have an ambushing, charging wild pack of wolves. So using those spells, charging in and then getting away with, what was it, hit and run, I believe it's called. I don't know if that is or isn't Merc's skill. I could be totally wrong. I am dying. I'm sorry if I'm be dead soon, guys. It's been a good life. But that is the Wolves of Wolfenstein, hitting and running and charging and howling all over the mean streets of Mordheim. Of course, these guys will not be there. This is probably just a warband, or maybe even have this team ready for rank 10 full warband competition. So just ignore them. Happy to have you back, Crowley, and we'll see you howling out there at the mean streets of Mordheim.